jungle today. So in Paragon, you've got three lanes. You've got one in the middle. You've got one on the left and one on the right. And in between the lanes, they have what is called the jungle. This is an area where neutral minions spawn, which you can take advantage of gaining solo XP and solo card XP as well. Ideally, you want at least one jungler, if not two. Then what you can have is you can have one player in each of the lanes, so that's 3 lanes taken up, and then you can have one person in each side of the jungle. That way you are collecting the most amount of experience. Or alternatively, what you can do is you can have what is called a leash. And a leash is basically where the jungler has someone that follows them and helps them to kill the minions that they're attacking. Okay, now that becomes very important, especially when you look at the buffs that are in the jungle, which can completely change the tide of a battle. But first of all, let's take a look at the heroes who can jungle. Now, in theory, a lot of heroes can jungle, but there are some that are particularly good at it. Okay, so Rampage here, he is known as the King of the Jungle, and the reason he is particularly good at jungling is because his circle skill, his health regeneration, is increased whilst he's in the jungle itself. So if you're in lane, you'll get a static health regen, but as soon as you go into the jungle, it increases. Now, one of the things that you might want to look to do with a Rampage, if someone's ganking you, is to draw them into the jungle itself, because what that does is that gives you an advantage that enables you to have higher health regen, more sustainability, so you may be able to stave off an attack long enough for your team to help you, or even kill your opponent. Okay. The other second easiest person to jungle with is Chimera over here. His square enables you to do a flurry of attacks, which means he can do a lot of damage very, very quickly, and his circle enables him to be able to regenerate every time he hits something. So you hit something, you get regen, and then the regen stacks and stacks and stacks, so that couples together with his square very, very quickly. Crux has been known to jungle. One of the things about Crux is he doesn't actually have any regeneration, so you need to take in some health potions into the jungle with you. But as you can see, he's got a very high base attack of 7. So again, one of the things that you do with Grux is use a lot of his abilities to farm the jungle very, very quickly to start off with, to get yourself the early level, the early card XP. And the other person that I like jungling with is Kalari. Now, Kalari's not the most amazing at jungling, and in fact, she very much needs a leash. But she's pretty good at ganking. I'd say Kalari and Crux are probably the 2 best gankers. Rampage is pretty good if you're good at landing his stun. The only negative thing about his stun is it takes a while to set up. He pulls a stone out of the ground, and during that time that you're pulling the stone out of the ground, you're actually immobile yourself. You can't do anything. Chimera's okay at ganking. He's better at ganking at level 3, and the reason he's good at level 3 is because if you're in the jungle, you want to take his square first, then you want to take his circle, which is the health regen, and then you want to take his gap closer, which is the R1 button. he tends to suffer this problem with catching people. All melee heroes do actually, because there's no penalty for backtracking. And for those of you that don't know what backtracking is basically where you're looking forward, but you're running backwards. Okay, so if you look at if you went out today and you ran forwards, you'd be able to run a lot faster forwards than you would if you tried running backwards. And running backwards is what they call backtracking. Okay. You got others that can jungle, but I'm not really going to go into that as much. You can even, to a stretch, jungle with Iggy and Scorch, but let's not, hey? Let's not. So Grux himself, he is Fury and Corruption. So if you are aiming to go into the jungle, you want to be taking at least a health potion. One of the things I also potentially like taking is the Vampiric Elixir, so that what this enables Grux to do is, with these 2 health potions, is keep yourself nice and high on health. The thing about being in the jungle, if you're by yourself, you are very susceptible to getting ganked. So you want to be very much aware of that. So you want to keep yourself as high health as possible. If you do have a leash, someone helping you in the jungle, one of the other things you might want to look at is getting the strike token, which is an extra 6.5 physical damage, which is going to help you clear the jungle a little bit quicker. Now what you can do, if you definitely know you don't have a leash, is take a harvester key. Okay, it's very, very important for junglers to look after the harvesters in the jungle. Their priority should be to collect the harvesters at 3 minutes and to gank. Okay, and we'll go over what ganking is in a second. So let's go back and let's take a look at Rampage. So Rampage, he is Growth and Fury. So similar starting items I like to have when he is jungling is this is pretty good. The jungle drink here. Okay. If you couple this with your strike token, you've already got an extra 13 damage that you're hitting jungle creeps with, and it's just going to enable you to just take down the jungle creeps so much faster. So I like to couple those together. He doesn't really need the health regeneration because of his passive, which you can skill. So you won't need the Hunter's Drink, you won't need the health potion because you will always be very, very high. You won't be using this either, so it'd be very, very easy for you to take a Harvester Key or Scout's Ward. Okay, the second item that I generally always get on my jungles is some kind of key, whether it be the Brawler's Key or the Lord's Key, although you wouldn't really use the Lord's Key because that is for more of a mage. Is it called the Beastmaker's Key or something? Beastmaster's Key. Okay, so this is very, very good for junglers, because as you can see, it gives you plus 15 damage. Okay, plus 15 damage on top of, if you're a growth character, plus 6.5. If you've got this, another 6.5. So you're already doing almost an extra 30 damage, which is really going to help you clean out. So let's delete these. We'll move on to Kalari then. Now Kalari, one of the great things about Kalari is very hard to gank her. If you skill her square straight away, that's her invisibility. One of the things that you can do with Kalari is you can go straight into damage. Okay, You don't have to worry about getting ganked. Again, it still helps to have a leash to help you take down the minions. But you can straight up take a vampiric elixir, your strike token with no problems at all. The key I like to use with her is the Stalker's key, which on basic attack on dungeon minions gives you +8 health. So you get your +8 health when you're hitting. You get a 2.5% lifesteal as well. So 2.5% of all the damage that you do to minions, you get back. So she's got high sustain in the jungle. But what I do is I pick 3 of these, usually the strike token, the vampiric elixir, and then either the ward or the harvest key. So those are my first 3. As soon as she gets a second card XP, I get rid of those straight away, so you end up with 6 points to spend, and those 6 points I invest in, not the executioner key, I invest in the stalker's key, and then I go straight for a wing carver blade, okay, because her attacks are mind-numbingly slow, absolutely insanely slow. So you need to try and get your speed up as quick as possible. All Kalari builds should have a fairly high attack speed, because otherwise you're not going to do any damage. And what I like to do with Kalari is I like to have a lifesteal build with speed. And what this does is it gives you sustainability, so you can take a lot more face damage whilst dealing a lot more damage. And the one I like, this is my favorite to jungle with. This is my Kalari jungle build here. Okay. So I've got a health potion and a jungle drink and a scout's ward. Okay. Now the health potion is deliberate. Not necessarily for the jungle, but one of the things that Kalari does is he has a passive, which when you skill it up, you get health regeneration back when you're hitting something. Okay. If you pop a health potion before you charge into battle, okay, you get your +10 health regen, and your passive stacks in addition to that. Okay, so you're already running in, you're hitting people in the face, and then you're getting additional healing off of it. It kind of saves you from any mess ups. If you mess up and you don't end up getting all your strikes during his square ability timer, you're not going to get instantly nuked. Now for Chimera, I do not like the glass cannon build. I really, really don't. I feel that there is it's good if you can snowball with it. If you have a really good start, don't get ganked, don't have any pressure in the jungle, and you're just there to farm, and you come out and you hit all your ganks perfectly, then that's fantastic. But more often than not, that's not the case. It's becoming more and more apparent to people that you can't just let junglers sit in the jungle and farm all day, because they will just eat your face off. So you're getting ganked more and more often. So you've got to be very much aware that when someone comes to gank you, you've got to have this high regeneration. At level 1, or at level 2, I don't think there's anyone that can one-on-one Chimera if you've got a health potion, because they just will not be able to get the damage out that they need to kill you. We got a jungle drink. This jungle drink is amazing. Okay, Chimera is one of, or no, he's the only jungle hero that is viable to take out one of the buffs to start off with, and the reason for that is this. Okay, he gets a plus 6.5 physical damage. plus 6.5 physical damage. Okay, which, couple that together with his square ability, means he is chucking out some serious damage to start off with. Okay, so what I've done there is just replaced the ward with the strike token. So he's going to be getting an extra 13 damage per hit. So you're just going to go in there and you're going to absolutely blitz creeps. Now what I've done here for the rest of his build, this is a tank DPS build. So with this, got yourself, once it's completed, plus 300 health. This one here, plus 100 health. The Beastmaster key here with 500 health. Okay, so Beastmaster key is what I use to get the harvesters. We've got 500 health here for damage reduction to physical. We've got 300 health here, damage reduction to energy attacks. Got a little bit of speed here, but it is literally just the plus 11 from having it fully upgraded, and no additional speed to that, because the damage and the tank ability is more important. Hunter's Guile, I do like this one. If you tend to find that you're against a team that has a lot of buffs, debuffs, like slows, stuns, things like this, then this ability stops you from getting absolutely crushed. You activate it and it just removes all the debuffs instantly, and it allows you to continue chasing people down. I like that. Okay, over here, Swift Heart, so again, attack speed and health. And over here we've got some more energy barrier and some health. Now the reason I got more energy barrier than I have physical is because it's going to be harder to take it down, potentially, the energy users, because they're just generally what they're going to be doing, or what should be doing, is you're going to have the tanks at the front, the melee heroes at the front. They're going to be the ones dishing out the physical DPS that you're going to be smashing in the face with your axes, and the energy guys should be at the back shooting you in the face. So you're not going to be directly attacking them to start off with. You're going to finish the guys off at the front. I've been in a position where I've done a 5-on-1 attack before, and because of my sustainability, they haven't been able to kill me. It got to the point where I was doing plus 100 health a second, and I had over 4k health. They just couldn't do anything. It was insane to watch. Okay, so we're going to use Chimera because I feel he's the easiest, I find personally, to jungle with. I find Rampage a little too slow. Kalari's a little too slow and generally needs help. And as this is a bot match, I guarantee I'm not going to get help. So your two main jobs as a jungler is to gank and to look after the harvesters. So it takes I believe a minute for a harvester to fill up, or it might be 2 minutes. So when you take over a harvester, you want to note the time and then come back at those intervals to get a full global card XP boost for your team. Okay, especially if you're unable to gank, Okay, your main priority is to gank, to basically come out, smash the opponent in the face, do as much damage as you can. But if you're unable to do that, your second priority is just to make sure harvesters are fully collected, so that you are giving your team the greatest advantage. Okay, collecting card XP and harvesters is so underrated. The amount of matches I go into where if I didn't take a harvester key, we would lose, is insane. Okay. So Chimera, we're going to take our health potion, we're going to take our jungle drink, and then we're going to take the extra damage. Okay, so he's doing an extra plus 6.5 damage to start off with. We are scaling into our Unleash. Okay, which says upon activation, hack attack speed, maxed out for the next 5 attacks within 5 seconds. Physical damage card scaling is reduced by 20% during these attacks, increased each time the ability is leveled up. Okay, so if you are a solo jungler, what you want to do is you want to clear 2 white camps first if you don't have a leash. Okay, and the 2 white camps are, you've got this one here, as you can see, and the yellow dot on the map. This is camp number 1. Over here, this is camp number 2. Now, if you've got a leash, then you want to take out this red camp first. Okay, now I don't have a leash, however, I am Chimera, and Chimera does not care. Chimera can quite happily take out this red camp solo by himself. Just wait until we get to the other side. Boom. So what I do is I just pop my magical jungle juice just before I pop my Unleash Fury, because it's going to get me the most amount of damage. Okay. Now the spawn timers for the white camp. The white camps respawn after 2 minutes. So you want to do clear both the white camps before 2 minutes if you don't have a leash. If you do have a leash, then you want to clear the red camp. As you can see, I'm getting an extra damage bonus now. I think it's 25% damage, which is just going to allow me to just completely annihilate this. And already by 2 minutes 30, I've got... Oh, is he going to attack me? No, he's decided not to. Right. So, I want to go straight into my Beastmaster's key. Okay, this is going to give me even more damage. Okay, even more damage. So I've just gone back. It's before 3 minutes. Okay, the 3-minute timer is when the harvesters come up. The 2 harvesters in the jungle. So as you can see, none of my team have moved towards the harvesters. So this is a very important job for me to do. And you'll see what happens is when I take the harvesters, harvester number 1 here, take a look at my blue circular XP bar at the bottom there. Okay, you'll see it pop up. This is going to take me to level 3.5, if not more. Okay, so we pretty much, there we go, look at that. Boom. So there's a guy running around our jungle somewhere. There he is. Hello. Hello, buddy. So there is no way a person can gank me singularly in the jungle, and I've even got a friend to turn up. Just make sure I get the last hit there. You want to get the last hits when it comes to killing stuff, just because the amount of card XP you get. Okay. So you can see I'm just chewing through everything now. Now I got my level 3. I start looking at who is overextending. Okay, and you see these 2 in the mid here? They look pretty confident. They look pretty confident. like, yeah, I'm not going to get jumped on. So what we've got there, so we're going to go for the gadget. So we're going to come up here. I'm going to start hitting the gadget a little bit here. Drop my health potion. Okay. So she's trying to run away. Okay. So we did quite a bit of damage there. Didn't get a kill off. We don't get a stun until we get our ultimate. But that's fine. As you can see, every time I'm hitting, the heart above my bar goes up. And that's me dead. But before I die, I just want to break free. Really? They didn't kill me? That is insane. They didn't kill me. Okay, now at this point, I'm going to go straight into my Wind Carver Blade for that extra attack speed, extra physical damage. Wow, I got away with that one. Okay, so as we take a look, left has overextended a little bit. So we are going to go down there, say hi to them. What the hell are they doing? They are absolute morons. Okay. Hey boys. What? Okay, I failed my skill up there. It's always fun. Okay, I'm not going to chase him. So I'm going to come back. Get me the blue buff now, because one of the problems I find with Chimera is, because I like using his abilities quite a bit, is he runs out of mana pretty quickly. Health regen, not a problem. Mana, problem. So as you can see, level 5. Like so, level 6. I've got another 3 points, and I skill my ultimate. Now with Chimera, I do not bother after getting the first point in my ultimate skilling it up anymore. I find it a waste of time. His ultimate isn't the best in the world. It is a little bit of lockdown, but the problem is, not only does it lock your opponent down, it locks you down as well. So if you are in the middle of a team fight and you pop your ultimate, you are standing there like a chicken. Oh, hello. Boom. Okay. Now, the thing I'm worried about in this match, if I take a look at my opponents, is energy burst damage. Okay, so my first defensive item is going to be a barrier. Just to stop that damage from happening. Now as you can see, we've gone past the 6-minute timer. And just as in a usual pub game, no one has bothered with the outer harvesters as well. It is pure insanity not to get the harvesters. They are such a huge XP boost, as you saw. Now, and also they give you global card experience. So as you can see, these are now full. Come back. You're gonna be fighting each other? I believe they are. Hey, bro. So, what people tend to do is they tend to use Chimera's R2 to engage. You don't want to do that, especially if your opponent has an escape. You use it to catch up on their escape. Now for this I prioritize the health regen, which is the circle. Spirit regeneration. So I'm going to come pick up this red buff, then by the look of the overextension on the right hand side, I'm going to go and drop my axes into their face. So after I got my... Really? Okay. Bro, come back. Where you going, bro? Come back. My last hit. Oh, hello. Yeah, dude, you're doing good. You're doing good. It's fantastic. Yeah. So as you see, even when he's just like hitting me in the face, you just can't do any damage. I mean, that was one after the other. Two people that I was dealing with there, they did like 400 damage to me. This guy is just insanely good if you go tank. Right, so now we've got a Beastmaster's Key, Wind Carver Blade, and Tuned Barrier. We're going to start getting our damage. So we're on a plus 60.5 at the moment. So the outer harvesters, in my opinion, should be the job of the laners. Okay, the laners will benefit from that additional experience, and it's not like they're doing anything else, is it? Boom. There we go. Sephiroth wants to get punched in the face very, very hard with my axes. Just like that. Now, of course, this is no way a real game would go, guys. I don't think I've ever seen people this stupid. Bear in mind, these are bots. But this is the main point of what a jungler does. Okay. Remember the timers. The timers on the harvesters in the jungle are 3 minutes, so you want to try and pick them up as soon as possible, if not at the 3-minute mark. You then got the outer harvesters on the left and right hand side. They spawn at the 6-minute mark. Okay. And then the harvester here in the middle next to the prime spawns at the 9-minute mark. Now you want to try and get as many of these as possible, and it's the jungler's job to take these down as well. And one of the things Chimera is very good at is taking these down, just generally because of his high burst damage that he has from his Unleash. Boom. We've got some overextension here on the left hand side. So again, as the jungler it is my job to gank these mofos. Boom. Mega streak. Remember, this is an objective game, so your goal is to take down the towers. Don't just run around into the jungle and do ganking. You do want to take down the towers. I generally go for that when I feel I have enough damage, and right now I've got enough damage. I'm swinging for 85 a hit. I am having those magical mana issues that I was talking about. Oh, hello. Really? Okay. Straight up to 26 regen because I popped a heal. I have a feeling the tower's going to want to punch me in the face. And I just don't care. There's that tankiness and the regen that I was talking about. Now we come down here. We've got these guys. So I got hardly any health. This guy is hitting like an ice cream. Oh, you swine! I've got no mana to catch up with you. Am I gonna get enough mana? Boom. Nice. So that's that completed. We can get rid of this now. I'm going to put in some put in the plate. And then just make ourselves a little bit more tanky. Just like that. So I've kept the Hell Potions because they just help me with my sustainability. And I go around ganking. And that is how I would jungle with Chimera. If I wasn't with Chimera, I would start on the white camps, take out both white camps before the 2-minute mark, which is when they respawn. Go back, pick up my harvester key, get both harvesters, then I would take out usually the red buff, because the red buff just helps you farm so much faster. Beautiful. Okay. Nice. Plus 35. Look at the regen on this thing. This is horrible. I'm just standing there taking face damage and it's not doing anything to me. I could not give less of a fuck. And that's basically how I deal with Chimera. I like this tanky style as opposed to the glass cannon. A lot of people tend to like the glass cannon style. I don't, and the main reason being is that when they see this beast running at their faces, they tend to just want to shoot you down, and if you don't have that sustainability, you will get shot down. And it just helps me stay alive, and if I stay alive and they're focusing down damage on me, it allows my ranged to just punch them in the face, and that's what I'm looking for. Right guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this here. Thank you very much for taking your time to take a look at this. If you found this helpful at all, then please let me know in the comment section. If you like the video, then like it. If you like what I'm doing with the channel, then please subscribe. I'm going to start looking at doing a little bit more quality content once I feel happy with everything as it happens. Let's just kill this guy here first. Sneaky, sneaky. Oh, where'd he go? There he is. Hey, bro. Stupid creeps, get out of my way. Yeah, so as you can see, just insane health regeneration. There we go. It's like he didn't even hit me. What the hell, Richter? Right. Anyway, guys, thank you very much. Like, favorite, subscribe. Go find my Facebook page, Bovine Hamster, and give that a like as well, please, guys. It all helps. And I shall see you next time.